Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Last time, we crossed Bean Fields and arrived here at Woohoo Hooniversity, the place that Cackletta is currently occupying. This time, we're gonna go inside in hopes of finding her, and I just realized the statue makes this guy look like he's grabbing himself. I mean, those look like hands. Let's go away from that and never speak of that again. Let's go inside. Sure enough, the inside looks about as good as the outside, like Cackletta's been here. Eek! Run! Well, that's a promising omen for things to come. Makes you really want to go in there, especially after how this entrance has looked. My thoughts exactly with that ... Let's go onward. In this narrow hallway with the spooky music. Well, we can just ignore that guy in pain. Let's talk to him. Cackletta and her crew snuck into the Hooniversity. It doesn't look like they snuck in so much as they just blasted their way through the whole place. Big difference. They transformed all the Hooniversity's professors into monsters. She didn't turn you into monsters, she turned you into Dr. Mario cosplayers. You don't see enough of those in the world. Haha. So, these are new enemies. We have the Laser Sniffet. Okay, a Sniffet cosplaying as Dr. Mario. Gotta say, it's an interesting enemy. They will shoot a ring that you have to jump through if they are... Wow, we killed that in one hit. If they're a distance away from you, but if they're close to you, you don't have to jump because they will shoot it at ground level. Kind of an interesting enemy, kind of going a little bit more tricky with how enemies try to fake you out. Simple as that. We jump right here, and we have a Hoo Bean and a hidden block. Awesome. And we have a lot of mirrors, a rather astral-looking place, a lightning bolt that we can't walk through because that would be really dangerous. Oh, and some item blocks, too. Syrup and a super mushroom. Awesome. Let's go through here. We have in here a block that we can hit that'll affect this lens right here. Go take it from an X to an O. Another item block with a Hoo Bean. Okay, I guess Hoo Beans are not strictly in hidden blocks. Maybe just they're most commonly found in hidden blocks, but they can realistically be in anything. They can bean anything. Sorry, it just... I didn't realize how much potential the word bean had with puns. You have to forgive me. It's discovery of the century for me, really, it is. Well, right here we have this really cool looking door. I guess not really so much a door as it is a gate of sorts. But I want to look at this map right here. You can see that it's marked on our map and there is another door, or just object, just like it. And this is by far the most involved dungeon map we have seen thus far. Things are about to get really complex up in here. I always have issues with the word complex. I always say it as like complex, like, you know, we're going to a complex. So I get that word wrong a lot. Well, okay, I guess this isn't really too bad. We have a new enemy in this battle that I needed to talk about eventually. I think we're doing pretty well for ourselves. Just gonna jump through some hoops. Normally jumping through hoops is something you want to avoid, but I'm having fun with it. We have the Yo Bro. Okay, that's a pretty awesome name. I very much approve. However, I don't think we can counterattack any of these enemies, so I'm just gonna go straight for the bros attacks. Let's see if I can do the good advanced chopper bros. Doesn't look like it, but I killed the enemy in one hit anyway. I gotta say, it is a little bit hard getting the timing for advanced commands right when you haven't played in a little while. I mean, it's not that I haven't played this game in a while. Obviously, I just played it the other day if I'm recording this. I just mean that you don't start off the game with advanced commands, so it can be a little bit challenging to do them after being away from them for a while. There we go. That is how you want to do it. I got many hits out of that. Might not have been the most perfect usage of that advanced command, but I still think that was pretty good. We killed the enemy with it, even though a regular jump killed them earlier. We don't need to bring attention to that. Let's go for, let's see, power, BP. We'll go for power. So much power! 64, my favorite number. Could you guess why it's my favorite number? Yeah. Yeah, I'm such a deep person. Now, one thing I don't get is that there are spots in the ground where you have to dig to get chuckle beans out of. Yet, Luigi is very clearly burrowing in the ground. You're not really squishing him so much as he is just walking under the ground. Yet you can see there's like pipes and cables down there. It seems kind of dangerous and like you wouldn't be able to walk through those, but I guess it's nothing Luigi's not used to at this point in his life. It seems to be the thing that I say all the time whenever I notice them putting Luigi into dangerous situations. Let's fight this guy because, if I'm not mistaken, or not, okay. Worth mentioning in this battle that I cut, you might want to take out Yo-Bros as soon as possible in battles over those laser sniffets, because the sniffets are easy to deal with, but the Yo-Bros have the ability to raise their attack power. Now let's get into a fight with this guy. I don't want to jump on him for a first strike because this is a really interesting enemy. These viruses from Dr. Mario are awesome. These are some of my absolute favorite enemies, even speaking as somebody who's not really that big of a Dr. Mario fan. I'll admit I suck pretty bad at Dr. Mario, so I've never been able to fully enjoy it, but these enemies, when they're struck with any kind of attack, they change color. They transition between red, blue, yellow, repeating in that order. If you match all of them, they cancel each other out and disappear. That is the perfect way to reference Dr. Mario. Such a brilliant idea for an enemy. I love it so, so much. My only complaint is that oftentimes you will kill them without even needing to cancel them out by accident, simply because they don't have all that much health. I just wish they had more HP so it was more worth your time to specifically try to match them, but that's my only complaint. Other than that, brilliant enemy. Love them so much. They are a little hard to counterattack though. Oh, they inflicted poison on me. Guy? Wow. I'm never gonna get to show what that enemy's name is, am I? I don't even remember it because I always kill them so quickly. Let's jump on you. And sure, let's not match them because they have so little health once again. And of course you live. Well, you can turn into a blue virus, I guess, and then die to my counterattack. Awesome. I desperately need to heal. Wow, okay, those guys do a lot of damage. That poison is very not welcome. I think I got into that fight when I did. What does this say? Sun door and block research room. Oh, it was a door. I was right the first time. Should have just stuck to my guns and pretended like I knew what I was talking about when I called it a door. Just a minor detail. So the block research room is kind of an interesting place, I guess. So this guy's gonna tell us that we have a bros block right here. It's just a prototype, so if we strike it, no coins. But if we go up here, if you can believe it, this room made me freaking fanboy so hard over this game when I was a kid. It sounds really silly, but it did. So here we have a block used in Super Mario Bros. Made of secret materials in the Mushroom Kingdom metallic appearance. Is quite popular, okay. Next up we have the Super Mario World block, made of light, shiny material, somewhat shock absorbent. Next up, Super Mario 64, currently analyzing the new technology that makes it vanish when struck. I never really noticed that. They are the only blocks that disappear when struck out of these. Now, this next part is what I was talking about. Block used in Paper Mario. Growing up, I was the biggest Paper Mario fan. I'm sure you know as I've Let's Played the first 3 games, and we don't talk about the 4th one. But I've Let's Played the first 3 games in the series, and I'm a very big fan, as you can tell. And the fact that Paper Mario 2, at least I hadn't heard of it when this game was released, the fact that they referenced Paper Mario, I'm like, oh my god, they remember Paper Mario, maybe we'll get another one. Yeah, I was very excited. So this guy right here, he's gonna tell us about a rally block. We're gonna see one of these soon-ish, so I don't really feel the need to go over it. It is a new type of block though. And this one is a random block, I believe. Yes, random block. This is probably my least favorite type of block. It never came back in later Mario and Luigi games as far as I remember. I don't think it did. There was a similar block, but I much prefer that one. It's just that it shows you a random bro, you gotta hit it with that particular one, and if you don't, you waste a few precious seconds to get coins. I'm not really a big fan. I mess up those all the time because what I always do is, it shows me one bro 5 times in a row, and I am so used to hitting that button, and then it changes on me after all that, and then I keep getting it wrong because it faked me out successfully. Get out of the way of you, because I want to... Well, looks like I get to show it right here. Luigi. No, Mario. Luigi. Okay. Mario, 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 Luigi, Luigi, Mario, Luigi, 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 Mario, Luigi, Mario. Wow, I'm getting a lot of coins out of this. I'm a little surprised at how lucrative of a block this is. Maybe it's not as bad as I remember. I mean, I still suck pretty bad at hitting that thing right. It's just, I get too trigger happy, okay? My fingers, they like to twitch. That sounds really weird now that I say it like that, but let's get our Hoobie, let's get our mushroom, let's get another nut, and I want to draw attention to something. This music is really creepy and unsettling. When I imagine a school area in a Mario game, I think like Mario's early years and stuff like that, but this could not be further from that. And while this is by no means one of my favorite songs, I do think it does need to be heard because this did creep me out when I was young. We checked this sign right here, and this is a code that we need to remember. I'll be quiet here because punching this in is going to take a little while. Creepy, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know what it is with this game and its creepy atmosphere. I mean, some people do like the slightly darker atmosphere that the Mario and Luigi games have, and I gotta say, it is appreciated at times. I think it's a really nice change of pace, but that opens up the sun door. Not the sun dare, but the sun door. And that will shine a light onto that mirror. If you haven't guessed, we have to get all these mirrors rotated just right so that they will, well, get the light back to the other sun door. Let's attack this guy, because if I'm not mistaken in this room, yes, we have yet another new enemy. They are really laying it on thick with the new enemies in this place. Not that I'm complaining, because I think the enemies in the Hooniversity are very fun to fight. I look forward to fighting most of them. Well, what we have here is the Mecha Chomp. This is an enemy that I find a little bit tough to dodge, so I'm going to let him do his attack right here, just attacking the enemies we've already seen. So we'll go forward. He'll do the Mario Kart roulette thing, and then, yeah, he'll just shine a certain color on his visor, and that is the one that you have to jump out of the way of. He is sparking. I hope he's going to be okay. He is a bit of a dog, so I guess we would call him Sparky in that situation. Let's, what is it with this picture right here? This guy has a big nose that serves as a diversion so that I can get first striked. But seriously, this guy has just got like the most gusto for scratching his head. He's just like, yeah, I have an idea. But I guess if you're scratching your head, you wouldn't have an idea. You'd just be very confused about things. What does it say? Generator service room. Let's go in there because we can't just turn a mirror. We have to let electricity do our work for us. Let's get Luigi into this bean, see if I can. No, 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 no! Well, I think it's the first time Mario ever got hit by a first strike. Enjoy getting infected. Wow. Of course he gets sick. Oh, this is a unique situation in that we have 3 of these viruses. In the case of 3, you do need to match them all, so this guy does have to get turned blue. In which case, there you go. You neutralize all 3 enemies. Awesome. Now, oh, Luigi. Oh, awesome. Get a level up. I wasn't expecting to see that. Level 17. Power is looking awesome already. BP is looking awesome too. We'll go for BP. I didn't get a 4. There were 3 4s on that roulette that I saw right at the very end. Of course, it stops on the 2. Something that I haven't got a chance to talk about, though, is that I believe it was from those viruses, we got a new item that we haven't seen before that I wanted to draw attention to. I don't want to use this right now, so I prefer just talking about it. It is the red pepper. This boosts power and weight. This is a really helpful item. Makes it so that you're able to do a lot more damage in battle, but when it says it boosts weight, that means that you will stay in the air longer when you jump, making it harder to time dodging, counterattacks, and indeed doing your jump attack in general. I'm going to be using this item plenty at later points, though, but I don't have a reason to use it right now because it's much too helpful to waste. And speaking of things that are much too helpful to waste, we have a relay block right here, so we're just going to have it go back and forth between the 2 bros. We got to hit the button in time with it being above our heads, and we can get a lot of coins for this. It goes until you miss it, and I want to be quiet here so that I can see just how high of a score I can get while focusing. 23. I guess not horrible. Oh, wait, I can do that again, can't I? Well, I almost walked off without even thinking to hit it a second time. Let's try it. Ah, only 17. All right, 3rd time's a charm. Let's beat 23. $29! I am feeling good about that one. That was awesome. I'm more than happy with that. I mean, I'm sure there's some speedrunner out there that can get like 50 coins at those things. I don't even know what the max is. Maybe that is, maybe it isn't, but I'm feeling good about that. I don't care. I think for my standards, that's pretty darn good because I generally hover around the 25 mark. So, we have a bit of a strange room here. We have an area that Mario can go into, and we're going to be doing some interesting puzzle solving as we go through here, but while we're going around this room, there are all those torn cables that you see on the ground, like right there off to the right. Okay, this is something that I always thought as a kid, but like, I know it's not that. Even as a kid, I knew it wasn't this though, but it's one of those things that I don't think you'll ever be able to unsee whenever you see it. Oh, well, we have a minigame forced in us, so I can't really talk about it because I want to focus. I'll just be a moment right here. So we have these blocks that we have to hit. We have to hit 30 of them within 25 seconds. We have to be very, not really ambidextrous so much as just being able to look at 2 separate things at the same time and get the timing right. Let's, oof. The really bad thing is that if you're just barely off with your timing, you'll delay the block getting to you by a few precious moments. And in the process, you can really screw yourself over. Wow, talking and doing this at the same time really do not mesh. sure enough, as soon as I don't talk, I do it very next try with 2 seconds left, no less. Now, what I was saying about those cables is that I know it's not this, but it's one of those things that I always saw as a kid, and it's one of those things that I don't think I'll ever be able to unsee. These cables are everywhere, and they look like Bowser sticking his tongue out. I mean, there you have the upper lip, you have the eye, you have the horn up here, you have his red hair, and you have, you know, the jawline right here, and then you have his tongue just hanging out. It's just, I don't know, it looks like Bowser sticking his tongue out to me. Especially with the green background. There's not a green background in the other rooms, so maybe it's just this particular room that really sells it because the green background looks like his green scaly skin. But as a kid, I always thought that looked like Bowser with his tongue hanging out, and I just, I'm sorry, I just think it's a really amusing mental image to picture Bowser making that face. But, before I don't acknowledge anything around here, we have some hidden blocks in this room. I believe each has a Who Bean. I don't think there's anything else to find in them. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, Who Bean number 4. 4 of these dang things. We are doing really well for us. How many Who Beans is that now, actually? I found quite a few. Let's see. Wow. We're coming up on being able to... I can brew another Who Blend. Or a Woo Blend. Dang. We're doing really well for ourselves in the way of beans. That's great because we want to try to brew every type of coffee possible as soon as possible. It's really it'll be really helpful to us to do that. So I'm really glad that we have this many beans. Let's get Luigi into this barrel though. And the reason why we need to get Luigi into this barrel is kind of silly. Even though they can stand on each other's shoulders for the high jump and spin jump, Mario can't just stand on his shoulder for about 2 seconds to hit that with his hammer. Nope, gotta get a barrel for that. So, yeah, there's a random out-of-place barrel in a university just for that purpose. That'll open up that door after moving the light a little bit closer to the sun door, and I say we've made some really good progress. We made it all the way to the back of the Hooniversity, or excuse me, the Woohoo Hooniversity. It's so fun to say. You just sound like a lion. You're like, the Woohoo Hooniversity, whenever you say it. It's great. It's so fun. But, yeah, we made some really good progress. I think we are good to end this off for now. Next time on Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, we're going to go back to near the entrance of the Hooniversity and see if we can get that ray of light closer to the sun door to open it. See you guys then.